If you shoot, you better kill me. Otherwise, you're dead.
No need for that. Really.
Step back.
When I was a kid, there is a lot of games I never had a chance to play it or even finish it, either because of frustration or I can't understand how to play it. So lately, I just want to try a game that most people overlook or never even talk about it and see if the game are really that bad. Today in this video, I want to review a game called I Am Alive. Originally, this game was developed by Dark Horse Studio. The production began in 2005 and was planned to release on 2009. But later on, Dark Horse Studio are no longer working on the game and give it to Shanghai Ubisoft to finish its development. This game sets on post-apocalyptic world, but it's not because of nuclear war, funny fungus, or alien invasion. It's actually a huge natural disaster, which is kinda refreshing even though it's that simple. So don't expect any huge monster or any weird anomaly event.
No one trusts anymore. No one lends a hand. We're all alone now.
Well, I'm gonna talk about that later. You play as a guy named Protagonist. Yes, he has no name because he never addressed his name. He was separated with his wife and daughter when the disaster hit, so 1 year later, he tried to find them in the city of Haventon, which is his hometown. Of course, it won't be easy for our protagonist because he needs to face one of many dangers inside of that city. When I first started the game, I noticed something. Everything is gray, like everything. I understand why the art team chose this monotone gray color is to make the environment feel depressing and sad. But if all the environment looks like this, it's gonna be so boring and bland to look at. The biggest problem that I have with the visual is this blurry green effect. Probably they add this to show how dusty the environment are, but with this visual effect, it makes me feel I'm nearsighted and just make the visual overall look so bad. Also, you can't turn it off. There's nothing much to say about the environment. I mean, it's a ruined city. You probably get the idea how it looks like. But maybe this boat that's stuck in the middle of building and this building that's tilted over and need to climb on. Probably that's the coolest part, but overall there's nothing much to say. Most of the time that you're gonna do in this game are climbing, but don't expect this to be like Uncharted. It's slow, stiff, and janky. Like, the characters sometimes just don't respond to my command and just standing there like a fucking moron. You need to be careful because you have a stamina bar. If you're still climbing and your stamina goes to 0, it's going to be on extreme effort mode, where you need to tap mouse one button to force your character to move. If the stamina bar depleted, it's game over. If you stand still during climbing, you won't regain your stamina back. The only way is to find ledges to stand or consuming item, but usually it's not the best idea because items are very scarce. But let's just say that you can't find any ledges, you have no items, and your stamina almost ran out. Your final option is to use Piton. It's a very limited single-use item that lets you rest during climbing. But why can't I just stand still to regain my stamina? For the looks of it, using Piton looks way more tiring compared to just standing still. The worst part when the game introduces you to Dust Cloud. It will drain your stamina bar, and once it reaches 0, your health is gonna catch up if you don't get out from there. The only way to stay away from it is to climb to the top of the building or anything high. Now, this is time consuming. Imagine walking a few minutes and climb, walking again and climb, walking again and climb. Even though that I get the gas mask, it's only helping me a bit. I wouldn't mind if the dust cloud occurs sometimes, but it will never go away. But one thing doesn't make any sense at all. I found this survivor and he broke his leg, probably been staying there for like a day, and he's fine. How? The air is filled with this thick dust cloud, and wait, my character also regains stamina? It doesn't make any sense. Maybe I think too much. Let's continue. So the combat goes like this. You bluff your enemy with a gun and push them on the edge of the cliff or fire, then Sparta kick them. But if you do it for too long, they're gonna call it a bluff and start pushing you. Every first encounter with the enemy, they will try to mug you. Take this chance and surprise kill them. You need to take out the one who's holding a gun, because a couple of shots and you're dead. You have a melee weapon, but it's only useful if there's only one enemy left, and if you try to melee the one who's holding a gun, it's an instant death. Beside the gunman that you need to worry about is the armor guy. You can't bluff him, and the only way to kill him is from headshot. If you shot his armor, it will not break no matter how many times you put a bullet on him. Especially the last level of the game where one of these assholes have a helmet. He is literally fucking invincible. I'm not sure if I need to stealth kill him, but I have an easy and simple solution to deal with him. Quick update, you can actually shot his leg to kill him. Yeah, it's actually that easy. There's actually a stealth in this game, but it feels like an afterthought. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't work. But when it works, it really helps you a lot. The combat can be frustrating sometimes because a single mistake usually is a game over. But when you unlock the bow, the combat becomes very easy.
Oh God, no.
Now you're mine.
No need for that, really.
Step back. All right. Hey, back up. You're the boss.
No problem.
Step back.
Stepping back.
Gotta get you. Oh, you're gonna kill him. Hey, back up.
No problem.
Now you're mine. You think that scares me? Back off. All right.
Best thing about it, it will never break as long as you retrieve it back. I don't know if the dev wanted the player to play like this, but hey, if it works, it works. Exploring the area can reward you with item and also find NPC. Either they need your help or they are trying to protect their territory. If you get too close, they're gonna turn hostile. Helping or killing NPC won't get you good or bad ending, they are just for a score. But there is one NPC that you must visit him and help him because it gave you a shotgun. I call him Igor. I like how the developer tried to hide him by showing this silhouette of his shadow, but you can actually see him if you go to this corner and it's a clear view. So let me continue the story. When our protagonist entered the city, he first looked for his apartment, which he thinks probably his family are still there, which is of course not. Then he see a little girl crying because she lost her mommy. After the girl see our protagonist, she freak out and run away. So after our protagonist chase her down and save her from bandit, you meet a new character through a radio and his name was Henry. Henry requests the protagonist to bring her back, but before that they need to find a safe place to hide because there's a dust storm coming and the girl condition are bad. So after we head to the mall, give the girl some medicine, we went to Henry's place and meet him for the first time. The next mission is just to bring radio to Henry so he can call the boat, and after that done, Henry gets some information about the location of the girl's mother. After I rescue her, I need to do one more step to call the boat, which is to set fireworks on top of this building. After the step is done, you need to go to the amusement park where the boat are heading. But of course, May and her mother got separated again, and Henry has been kidnapped. So after I found May, I take her to her irresponsible mother. Both of them enter the boat. Of course, our protagonist can't join them because he need to find his family and Henry. And that's it. That's the end of the game. I was not expecting the game just end that abruptly. You get this cutscene and I just gonna assume that the protagonist is dead and that is his daughter. So overall the game are not that bad for a bad game. This game could be great or even amazing if Ubisoft really work on it instead just rushing it and dumping it like that. Originally I was going to make this video a bit longer, but since the game lack of content, so there's nothing much to talk about. I mean, I finished this game in 4 hours and I'm not rushing it. I really take my time to play it. So yeah, that's the end of this video. I hope you like it and I'm planning to make more of this type of content. So if you enjoyed, remember to hit that subscribe button. It helps me a lot. See you later. Bye bye.